G'day, welcome back to the show. Darryl Nicholson, Toowoomba Advocate with Tim Entwistle. Did I get that name right?
You did get it right. Tim Entwistle
good.
with an E. I always struggle with trying to get people to learn how to spell it, but it's E-N-T, whistle without the H is what I go for. Yeah.
Mate, thanks for coming on the show. Viewers, this video that we're doing, we're just going to try and introduce over December a few of the councillors, or potential councillors that are running.
Yes.
And I believe you've done your course. You want to be a councillor?
I do, yes, I have done it, yeah.
Tell us a bit about the course, because a lot of people probably don't realise that the mayor, anyone who's in council now that wants to run for council has to do this course, which surprised me. I thought maybe they wouldn't let them do it.
No, well that's it.
So tell us what your experience was.
So I had a really good time with the experience. So there were two options for it, for the in-person meeting, but also there's online courses. So if you can't make it out to an in-person one, I'm sure they'll do some more closer to the election, then you can still do it online. Basically, it's such a straightforward and easy way to basically make sure that the people who are putting their hand up for council understand what council's all about. So I had a really great time because they have little clips of different councillors from across the Queensland area sharing their story about how they ran and like what to expect as a councillor. So I learned heaps, and I think it's really good that the Queensland government's implemented that.
Oh, I think it's brilliant, and I'm sure this going into 2020, they don't want to see a repeat of Ipswich, Logan, some of those other areas. A councillor went to jail yesterday, I read in the news.
Oh, just yesterday?
Yeah, just yesterday, a young lady, so very, very unfortunate. But no, this is great. Mate, this is this page, I'm looking at, you're very active on social media. I'm not just going to hit this back with you.
That's all good.
But yeah, I see you do your videos, and why do you want to run for council?
Oh, it's a good question. Well, it's not a question that, well, it's a question I get asked quite a lot because, you know, I'm 22 years old, I'm a retail worker, I work in radio, actually was with Ruby Slipperz for a time.
That's right, yeah.
So she's fantastic. But I have always had a passion for local government, a lot more than a lot of young people do in a lot of ways. But at the same time, I also care about people. And I have found the most rewarding part of this campaign journey has been meeting people face to face and having conversations. And recently I went out to Oakey just to talk to them, and this was during the hot debate about the New Auckland Line Stage 3. And if you know anything about Oakey and the things that they've been through, it's been incredible for them. So just hearing their story and getting to understand what they need in a councillor for Toowoomba Regional Council, because it's such a big council anyway.
It is, it's huge.
It made me realise that what I'm running for is so much bigger than what I can offer by myself, but with consultation, with energy and stamina to get around the Toowoomba region, I feel confident that I can be a leader who can actually listen to those people. Okay,
cool. Mate, we were just talking off camera about Di Thorley. She said if the vote went to water, and I remember 13 years ago we voted, and I did vote yes to recycle water. The mayor's going to talk about water strategies for his campaign, but what are you hearing in the community about water?
I think there is a lot of hopelessness about water right now, as everybody is blatantly aware of. We are in a drought, and from what I've been hearing, people do want more strategies when it comes to water protection. It was a great idea to finally switch on that pipeline from Wivenhoe straight to here, but of course it is just taking Brisbane's water, and once Brisbane's water runs out, then we've all run out of water. So I'm definitely not opposed to opening up the conversation about recycled water again. And as you know, Ruby was, when she was in council, she actually supported it and she backed the recycled water program, and that was unfortunately what lost that stage. But Ruby has been such an advocate for it, and for me, I fall in line with the stuff that she's been talking about, that the technology is only getting better. There's no reason to be afraid of recycled water, and obviously I want, if this was to go through as a recycled water initiative, I'd want proper testing, a great amount of community feedback, because the last thing we want is for Toowoomba 2.0 to come back, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Gosh, what a name, hey! But
I know.
But no, I think it all comes down to community consultation, and I'm definitely open to starting up the conversation.
Okay, cool. Mate, parking, you've got a bit of a thing you did on Facebook here about parking.
Yes.
We know they've got the sensors there and they understand it, but Grand Central has helped with parking. I mean, 3 hours free parking.
For sure,
You're able to go and do some shopping, go uptown and get back. But what other solutions do you see? Do you think the 1 hour parking's worked?
Yeah, for sure. I think with 1 hour parking, it has made a big difference in terms of people who want to come at any time of day. So from between 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock, they can turn up, and then they're almost guaranteed to get a parking spot. And I think that's been really great, and it's sort of deterred employees from parking there. I think for me, my main concern is that we don't have enough data on the whole issue of CBD parking. I was actually just at Council's committee meeting today, and it was really great to hear Councillor James O'Shea explain his side of things, where he's saying, before we implement new technologies, let's use the infrastructure that's already here. So I completely agree with that sentiment, and that's why I advocate for the weight centres underneath parking spots, so that we know the times of day to park, the best ones, the worst ones, and also where they are. So that way we can implement a new system where people can park. Like, let's say if I have an appointment at the bank, whether it be Westpac or Commonwealth or ANZ in that area, I can book that appointment at one of the quietest days and times to park. And so for me, I think that's where I kind of want to lean more into, but I'm absolutely loving the direction Council's taking the parking solution.
So let's talk about Tim, your personal life. You've got a baby on the way.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, so due April, funnily enough, due the week after the election.
Okay, right.
So whether or not I get in, I have an amazing gift and miracle right after the council election. Okay. So it'll be a win regardless. But so I've got that, and super excited, and was just amazing with that. So
Excellent.